Well, my next guest is a former Dayton City Commissioner, and he always has something to say about anything in politics. So this should be quite interesting because I've got some questions about the up-and-coming election. Please welcome for the third time, I believe, to the show, Abner Orick, everybody. And by the way, you have a lovely wife, Judy.
I better have.
We talked on the phone, and I said,
Yeah.
did you know that Cary Grant, not Cary Grant, and maybe Cary Grant, never said Judy, 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 Judy. Never said it.
I say it.
No, I'm saying he didn't say it. Comedian did that to making fun of him. And then everybody started thinking that, but I told Judy that, and she said,
When I
well,
get mad, I call it Judy, Judy, Judy.
go Judy, Judy, Judy. Okay. Abner Orick, here's the deal.
Okay.
I believe this is going to be one of the most fascinating election in years. Would you agree to that?
It could be. I think I know who the winner is, but go ahead.
Well, that's why you're here. We want your opinion. I mean, everybody's got to write their opinion.
Okay.
Opinions are like elbows. Everybody's got two of them.
Very good.
Some are broke.
Yes.
So, who, in your opinion, is going to? Are you talking about the whole election or the Democrat or Republican nominee?
Well, we're talking about the whole election.
Okay.
We'll have another Bush.
You think? Really?
Who's going to beat him?
Well, so many people talk about the polls, and I agree with a lot of the analysts. Polls don't mean nothing. Even when they go on TV, all 27,000 Republicans that are thinking about running, they say, well, polls are the polls. They change every week, which they do. So you can't really go on the polls.
You're probably a Trump man, aren't you?
A what?
A Trump man.
Trump?
Yeah.
I like his ideas. I don't know if I want in the White House, but I do like a lot of his ideas because all the stuff he's talking about, all these politicians have been talking about, now you know that, Abner, and nothing ever gets done. The borders, you name it. Divvying, taking money out of the Social Security, all this stuff is going on and nobody fixes anything. But when they're running, they say, I'm gonna.
No, that's not quite accurate.
What is?
There are a lot of politicians who does a lot of good things for this country. This is the greatest country on earth.
Well, I know it is, but there's a lot of things we need to change.
Well, this is the beauty of living in America. You can think of your own way. If you was president of the United States, what would be your number one program that you would change?
First thing I would change?
That's what I asked you.
The border.
What's wrong with the border? Don't you like how the United States is bordered around?
No.
You want it bigger or smaller?
I don't want all the borders guarded where people can't come in this country illegally. That's what I want, especially when they're murdering our people.
So you want it to secured better?
I want it secured.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I want.
But you know, if we didn't have those open borders, we wouldn't be here. Probably 90 out of 100 persons has got some kind of
If you were president, what's the first thing you would do? President Abner Orick, Mr. President.
Ooh, my lordy, I got too many of them.
Oh.
I got too many of them I could go at. Number one, I think we got to do something about the youth as far as helping them to get a better education, which we've come a long, long ways. Mm-hmm. But we've got to be able to open not only our schools, but our universities, and to make us even smarter.
Yeah.
And then I tell you another thing I think I would do. I would try to keep from an awful lot of the company exporting their jobs to other countries because they can get it done cheaper.
Yes.
In other words, if it's going to be made, let it be made here in America. As it can be. I don't think anything's any greater than Americans anyhow.
Yeah.
So I think we can do anything better than the rest of them can. And the reason they do it is it's what they call the almighty dollar.
Yeah.
They want to manipulate that.
Well, it's going to be fascinating because there's so much, I think, more controversy going on now with this race with Hillary and Trump's, a little rough talking, I think, which is, I don't think he's ever going to be able to control that. But there's so much controversy, and it's going to be interesting. This coming Thursday is the first debate with 12 of the Republicans, which I cannot wait to see. I cannot wait to see.
Well, you're missing one name that I think will end up being the winner.
And that is?
Well, who do you think it is?
I don't really know at this stage.
I think Bush will end up winning it.
You think?
Yep.
Well, it's very possible. Anything's possible in these races, you know.
I think he's got the background, and I think he's got the demeanor, and I think he's got the knowledge where to take his country.
And his mom approves.
Well,
Remember, she didn't want another Bush in the White House, but she's changed her mind, so that's going to help him a lot, too.
well, as a mother, I can understand why, because it's getting in politics. Believe it changed the family substantially.
I love Barbara Bush. I
Oh,
love Barbara
oh,
Bush.
she's my grandma.
And her granddaughter's not doing too bad on NBC.
Nope.
She does some really good interviews. She interviewed her grandmother last week, or a couple of weeks ago, and she was tough. She didn't mind using the hand either, and that was good to hear. Like during the Boston thing, that mother kept smacking her kid and told him to go home. A lot of the ladies I've heard on the television shows are saying if maybe more moms did that, there'd be less people in jail.
I don't see nothing wrong with that myself.
No, I don't either. I got a lot of
I guarantee you my mother could take a switch off of a tree, strip the leaves, have my hand, and I'd be running around, and she'd get every lick in. She's got to be the world champion.
Did you need it?
Oh, no doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind I need it.
Abner, thanks for coming. I appreciate it.
I appreciate
You know
that.
you're always welcome back,
Right.
buddy, because we do love you. We love you to come back on the show and voice your opinion. We do
Good Lord lets me live, I'll come back.
Okay.